Last time, on the Minus 20 podcast, the Vigilant stake out Ember's Rest, but they were too late to stop the next fire. They kill a watchdog elemental, but Foster Watkins bursts out of his smithy. Can they defeat the arsonist?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Minus 20 podcast. I'm Jay, your GM. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, our homebrew campaign, Vigilante. Let's see if we can go around the table in a normal way this time. Holly, hi.
Hey, I'm Holly. I play Seraphina / Angel of Death.
This is the Danger Zone.
The Danger Zone.
John?
Oh, hey, I'm John. I play Marth, and also known as Ghost and Wraith.
Wow, very normal. Thank you.
I did it.
James.
Playing Bo Poncho, a.k.a. Vendetta Verde.
And Nate.
Hi, that's me. I've been here the whole time, playing Shepherd and the Warden.
This is our last Danger Zone, the last minefield. Diana.
I play Kira, the Witness.
That was way too normal. That's
Nailed
excellent
it.
Normality. Now that
But
we've
you
gotten
didn't
that
see
out of the
her
way.
doing robot arms.
I was going to do a robot voice, but I suck.
I think, well, once again, the hero point thing restarts. Everyone gets one. I want to give a hero point out. I gave one to Kira during the fight for all those crazy nat 20s you were rolling and stuff, and did quite a bit of damage to that elemental. I want to give this episode hero point out to John for courageously charging up to this elemental and trying to put it down. So good job.
Good job, John.
Good job.
Okay.
You're a hero.
You did nothing but good job.
But before we begin, what I would like to do is talk a little bit about some of the support and the community that is already forming around Minus 20 podcast. So I'm going to kick it over to Diana and Holly to talk about some of that, which I don't know, was great. That happened recently.
So a couple, it was like last week or 2 weeks ago.
In our recording time. But
In our
when this-
recording
yeah.
time, yeah. So this is recently after in playtime. You guys got the episodes of all the Seraphina Kira drama, and we have a Discord channel, and we have some listeners that were participating in fun discussion about all of that drama. There was Team Kira, Team Seraphina stuff going on. Seraphina was winning out, but we just kind of did like an impromptu, hey, does anybody want to jump on a Discord call and talk about this and just be excited with us about the stuff that's happening? And we ended up having a great turnout for such an impromptu last minute call. So we just wanted to say thank you to those people and call them out specifically on the podcast, even though you support Seraphina and not Kira.
We did have one vote for Team Franzi, though.
We did, yes.
That's great.
So I lost one of my
It's a
supporters.
growing
neat.
movement.
Yeah, so just a quick shout out to the people who showed up and talked for, God, it was
2 hours.
2 hours
Yeah.
of just back and forth fun, casual backstory and whatnot. Bredel, Allegra, Infinity, and Angelus Paladin. Thanks for swinging by and picking our brains.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
So yeah, you can join our Discord and chat with us. I know we had a great time, so this will happen more in the future.
Definitely.
What else we got cooking?
Well, just a little reminder that we do have our Patreon is up and running, and there is ways to get involved with our group without spending any money, because Jay puts out a really great blog every week called This Dungeon Life, which is a great read. So check it out and feel free to follow as a freebie. But if you do really want to support us and help us make the show better and offer lots more fun things like these Discord chats and stuff, consider subscribing and you will get access to our really fun and wacky one-shot campaign with different characters, different players. It's called Odd Jobs. Also, that's where we put the hot dish. So that's where the cast and Jay sit around and talk about the campaign, talk about our characters, talk about the world. So it just gives you a little layer of extra secret sauce, I guess.
Secret sauce.
Secret sauce.
Whoa.
And, we really appreciate the support because we are putting our whole hearts into this, and also not to be capitalist, but we are putting money into it. And this is a way that you can help show your support and we can make a better show for you.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a great hot dish. Nate, James, and I, 3 GMs talking about the different systems that we played, and that was a lot of fun. Got a lot of insight. Myself learned some stuff, which is good. So I don't know. Check it out. Check it out. What's cooking in the hot dish?
What's cooking?
What's cooking? All right. Last time we had a little combat in the Ember's Rest in the yard. But before I get to that, all right, I do want to do, unfortunately, this is like the worst pivot of the world from like, please support us on Patreon to What I Got Wrong by Jay.
We're human too.
Please support us so we can buy Jay the GM
Manual.
The rules.
The GM rules.
Oh, boy. All right, this is a weird one, maybe a little lengthy, but I did think it's worthwhile since this is going to occur a lot in this and every campaign we play in Pathfinder. Persistent fire and persistent damage in general includes things like acid and bleed. Basically, persistent damage for Pathfinder 2 people, you guys already know this. This is the result of conditions that continue to harm you after your turn is up. So the most common types are fire, acid, and bleed. Now, there are other types of damage that can happen like poison or curses and radiation. Those aren't persistent damage. Those are under different rules. I don't even want to touch that now. But for persistent damage, in order for it to go out at the end of the PC's turn, you roll a 15 or higher on a flat check. And then poof, out it goes. Now, you can also attempt to put it out earlier or lower that DC. So the way I did it during the Cinder Rat combat was I said it cost a single action and they got to choose whether they would take an immediate DC 15 or a DC 10 in place of a DC 15 after they take the damage at the end of their turn. Now, there's nowhere in the rules that says that. I have no idea where I got that. Nowhere in the rules it says that's the way you should handle it. It does say GM discretion on that stuff, but it suggests that in order to aid, that it costs 2 actions and that the aider should have to roll some kind of skill check. I don't know. I mean, which, in certain cases I would say yes, but I think patting out a fire wouldn't require a skill check. It also says that if you use the 2 actions to do it and pass the skill check, it's a DC 10 and you roll immediately. What I did, I think, is a kind of cool, it nerfs the rules that are suggested and gives another option to use fewer actions, but still makes the check a DC 15, or you take the lower check after the damage. I think I'm going to keep that way for fire. And acid too, if you can come up with some way to do, clean off acid. And bleed, though, has this administer first aid option, which is a separate action, which is 2 actions. You have to have a healing kit and it requires a medicine check. I'm going to keep it by the rules for that one. I can't imagine. I mean, it makes sense that, right, it's harder to stop a deep wound that bleeds freely than it is to put out someone's shirt that's on fire.
I probably couldn't in the middle of battle stitch somebody up, but I could probably throw a bucket of water on them.
Right,
so.
exactly.
Just jam a sock in it and hope for the best.
It's also worth noting that some types of aid would be automatic. And I think throwing a bucket of water on someone with persistent fire damage would be automatic out. Maybe I would have to do a skill check to hit the person with the bucket, but once it hits, it would be gone. I think that's fair to do that. Or if you push someone in a pond, right? Out, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to continue to use GM discretion, but I just wanted to sort of clarify what the rules actually say and what I did. I wonder where I picked that up. I must have heard someone else must be doing it on a podcast elsewhere or whatever. What I got wrong. Hopefully we won't have too many more of those, although I suspect you will see a few more after these battles we've done this episode and the last. So here we are. We find ourselves in the Ember's Rest. You've just defeated an elemental. It has fallen to pieces at your feet. At the moment it drops, you see at the door, Foster Watkins, this stork-like Tengu, come out in his suspenders and full smithy gear. Let us continue with Vendetta Verde. You look over the table and this smith bangs open the door. What tarnation's going on out here?
Is he armed?
He's got a belt around his waist with smith tools, including a number of hammers on it.
All right.
And it's clear he's he's aggressive. He's going for a hammer. This is not a question of whether he's aggressive or not.
Then I'll take my first action to stride over to him. Second action, I will go for the grapple.
All right.
I don't he looks imposing, but at the same time, he's holding back because Bo does not believe this is the guy if a fire started all the way across town. So, and that was a 3 for a 9. We're going to do that again. I should have used hero points last time, but I'm going to use it this time.
All right. A 9 is not a success.
Oh.
No, that's just meant to be.
What kind of check was this?
This is a grapple.
What was your grapple?
That was a nat 1 on the second one. So
All right, that is a fail. There's no critical fail on a grapple check, is there? I don't think so.
I don't know if it puts you off guard or
You bear hug yourself.
it might just set you up for an opening for
Critical
someone
fail.
else.
If you had the target grabbed or restrained, it breaks free. Your target can either grab you as if it succeeded at using the grapple against you, or force you to fall and land prone, which I think it'll do. So you will attempt to grab it, you lunge for it off balance, and he just pushes you over, and so you are prone on the ground.
all right. And last action, I will reload my gun, but this time with an elemental bullet.
It is the smith's turn. He will grab a hammer at his belt and bring it down on Vendetta Verde's head. All right. Here it comes. 8 on the die for an 18.
That'll hit.
That is a total of 11 points of damage. He will attempt a second attack at Map. Oh, 4 in the die. It was sort of teetering on an 18 there. That's a total of 10. That misses. And then he will, with his third action...
Did he draw his hammer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Third action. Yep. Draw, attack. Good call. Thank you. Back to the top of the order. Round 5. Warden, you're up.
He desperately wants to wait here to get patched up before running headfirst into another bout with unconsciousness. But seeing Double V on the floor getting Gallaghered, he's going to go to the aid of his compatriot, striding 25 feet.
That's one action.
He has one action, and will attempt to hit this target with the second action using snagging strike,
Okay.
which should hopefully put him off guard if I hit. $17 on the die for
Ooh.
26 to hit.
26 is a hit. Not a critical hit, but it is a hit.
Excellent. We do a total of 7 slashing damage, and the target is off guard.
Ooh.
And then with the third action, he will attempt to grapple this guy at map to keep him from running back indoors. So I need to hit first, right? Or is it just the
nope, this is
check?
an athletics check against his fortitude DC. It isn't map, however.
It was a 5 on the die, which fails. I'd like to use my hero point to re-roll that.
Okay.
So we'll try once again.
Let's take a -5 penalty to this roll.
That was an 18 the second time around for 25.
25 is enough. You do manage to grapple him. He is grabbed.
Excellent. And that is my turn.
Okay. How long does that off guard last from the snagging
Until
strike?
the start of my next round.
Okay. It is Ghost and Wraith's turn.
We're gonna both kind of do the slow walk around to the flanks of him. So Marth will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Aria will go.
So Watkins is in his doorway as suddenly the heroes cluster around him.
And as the two figures are walking around the side, Marth will be casting fear. We know what you did, Watkins. So much pain, misery. There's a price to be paid for it.
Get your cotton-picking legs off my property. Okay, he rolls a will save. That's an 18 on the die for 23. That is a success. He is still frightened 1, however.
There's always a reckoning, and now is yours.
And that's, your
That's it.
turn. The witness is up.
Okay, so my first action, I'm going to move up to about here, right there.
All right.
My second action, I'm going to devise a stratagem.
Okay.
And while I'm rolling that, I have a question. I'm wondering if I can creatively stick one of my arrows in this forge to maybe get some fire on it.
I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I think you have to have a special arrow built
Perfect.
for that. Yeah.
I do like the image of Kira like trying to light an arrow, and
And
then
lose it.
the only part
arrow just
that
burns.
doesn't light on fire is the part that she wanted to. It's just like, oh no! Ow.
All right, I am still going to use that.
All right. What was that?
I rolled a 7 for the
7.
devise a stratagem. So with
He
the...
is frightened and restrained, so
It
this
might
could
work.
be
It
an
might
off guard.
work. It's a hit.
It's a hit.
With so my modifier makes it +8. So just a regular damage. Precision.
Off guard helped.
It does. It always helps. My ones that I always roll, I rolled 4 damage total.
Yep. 1 and a 3 on 2d6.
So I moved. I attacked. My devise a stratagem doesn't count.
Right.
My third action, I'm going to try to demoralize.
He is already frightened. This does not stack, so unless you get a critical success.
It can't frighten him too. Oh, for critical.
Yeah.
I see.
Yep. So if you just get a normal success, his frightened condition won't go up.
How about recall knowledge?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Give me a society check.
I love society. That's a 20 on the die.
Natural
Very
20.
nice.
I know his middle
Yeah.
name.
Total of 30. Let's
Foster
go.
Watkins. Foster Watkins.
What's
Wait a
his
minute,
credit
you
score?
Have underworld lore. Yeah.
I do.
You recall maybe ages ago hearing about, with your investigations around the neighborhood, that there was a guy to hire to do insurance fraud for arson, and the guy's name was Foster Watkins. He's a Tengu. He's a Tengu. I don't even know what kind of class is a Tengu Smith. Let's call it. What would you like to know?
I
about
would
this
like
creature?
to know what he's weak against.
He's a humanoid.
Bastard swords.
He's so like pain and suffering, that kind of thing.
Normal stuff.
Nothing so unusual. I do want to give you some information. Is there something else you'd like to know? This is a playable ancestry to give you an idea of the kind of, he doesn't have any special weaknesses or resistances.
Would asking what they're like weak to give you information about maybe their weakest save?
Yeah, you can definitely ask the weakest save for sure. Is that what you'd like to know?
I'd actually like to know with my underworld. Sorry, I know that's way more
no,
useful,
no.
Yeah,
Shep.
sure.
But I'd like to know with my underworld lore.
Yeah.
Is he a bad guy through and through? Like, is he really just a scummy guy? Is he just, I don't know. It's pretty scummy to be an insurance fraud.
He's
Insurance
setting
fraud,
fire to
arsonist.
buildings across the city,
Right.
and just tried to have us killed with his pet elemental.
But maybe there's rumors that his baby was kidnapped and he's doing it. So, you know what I mean? Like, was there anything else?
Because you got a natural 20, I will tell you the answer to this question.
Thanks.
For a natural 20, I'll tell you anything. So Foster Watkins never, he's not a kind of firebug that did it for fun, right? Like, he's a professional, right? And his buildings that he had burned in the past were warehouses, businesses, things like that. And he was very careful to make sure no one was hurt, right? You also recall during, the first 2 fires he set were on empty businesses. One thing you know for sure is he's not doing this out of some perverse pleasure to create fire and watch people burn. Is he evil? I don't know. I mean, he's like a paid arsonist. I would call that evil.
Can I just yell to my party, insurance fraud?
We've done away with alignment in Pathfinder 2nd edition, so it is a gray area now.
Okay.
I feel like everybody just kind of turns to her in unison with the quizzical eye of like, what?
Including Foster Watkins.
Yeah.
What in tarnation you talking about, girl? Angel of Death.
Okay, well, he's already afraid. And Shep could use some healing, right? So
I think that's Shep's default.
just gonna assume
I know
that
how you
Shep
feel.
needs some healing. And so I'm gonna move
You're still bless is still going here because we dovetailed one combat into the other, so that's an upside of that.
Okay,
So as you step forward, most everyone falls into your aura.
and then I'm gonna cast another 2-action heal.
All right.
Ooh.
4 on the die for 12.
Very
12 points
nice.
of healing. You feel life return to you. You can feel the fingers on your hands now. That's your turn, eh?
Yep.
All right, we go to Vendetta Verde. You are prone on the ground. You've been used as a target for a vicious hammer attack.
And I don't know, is prone a situation where a gunslinger actually gets advantage or a bonus to it, or is it actually a negative to it?
At risk of doing another what I got wrong, my impression is that it is a -2 to your attack.
Yeah, that's
Let me
what it
do
says
ranged
for
attack from
prone.
prone. I believe any kind of attack from prone is at a penalty.
Tune in next week to find out.
It should say on the condition. Let's check that out.
Yeah,
Remember?
you get bonuses to your AC against ranged attacks.
Oh, okay,
But
so
not-
that's the bonus.
not
Okay.
Gallagher.
It's not
attacks.
like you're propping the gun to making your
No.
accuracy go up.
I'm
Okay,
sure
so,
there's
Yeah,
a
you take
feat
it-
or an action for that.
that's probably true.
You do take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls. So anything with the attack trait on it will have that penalty.
Then I will take one action to stand up.
All right. He does not hit you with his hammer as you stand.
That's good. And then I will take a shot. Or actually, second action will be activate my acid seed.
Okay.
With that, I will then shoot.
Yes.
15 for a 26.
That is a
Look at
critical.
all those
Critical.
bonuses.
Critical.
Thanks to the frightened, the off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
30 damage.
One shot.
He's still alive.
He took 30 damage.
We're
took
having
30
chicken
damage.
tonight, guys.
And now he has acid on him
It's dark
as well.
tonight.
Is that persistent acid damage?
Yes.
You won't be
What,
delivering
1d4?
any more babies.
Or
I will.
1? What's the...
We don't need you anymore.
1 persistent damage and 1 splash damage.
Okay. So he'll take an extra point of damage. Oh, it included the splash damage in here. So I will add the persistent effect here of 1 acid. Cool. So that was your first action.
Dang.
Oh, no, that was all 3.
All 3. Okay, yeah.
It was 1 to stand up, 1 to activate the bullet, 1 to shoot the bullet.
I totally know what I'm doing here.
Worth it. That's
Wow. Look at all those
off guard, grabbed,
conditions.
frightened, acid damage, and immobilized.
Yeah, he is...
This is how we win Pathfinder, guys. We're doing.
He looks very, very not good.
And I know everything about him.
Maybe you could give his eulogy.
He's going to try to escape from this grapple. So he's going to use his first action. Unfortunately, this is an attack action. Oh, boy.
Is attempting to escape considered to manipulate?
No, but it is considered attack. He's not looking good, so he's going to try to escape. So he's going to use his unarmed strike version of the escape. So this is going to be +9 on a d20 against, I believe it's Shep's athletics DC, which is probably some crazy number. What's your athletics DC?
10 plus the
And-
athletic skill, right?
Yep, 10 plus the
17.
skill. 17.
So he's
That's
got the
doable.
benefit.
So here it comes. He's going to try to punch you in the face to get away, and does.
Wow.
So he is free, and then he's going to scutter inside of his house, which, of course, triggers
Yes.
the reactive strike.
Excellent.
Oh, he's still off guard. I'm sorry. He's off guard because the snagging strike, I took it off because he's no longer grappled, but we'll leave him right here. You hit him as he leaves his square.
Yeah,
next to
the off guard does apply from snagging strike and being grappled. So if
Well, he
you
escaped from grapple, so he is no
he's
longer
still
grappled.
off guard.
But he's still off guard from snagging strike.
Yes.
All right, make this attack.
Dice gods.
Oh.
What'd you roll, Shepard? What'd you
Unreal.
roll?
Well, Shepard rolled a natural 1, but
I mean,
has that
we
hero
do have
point.
new
Oh, you have a
hero
hero point.
Hero
Yeah.
point.
Hero
So-
point.
Hero points to stab the guy that's
We-
running away.
We know we got to do this.
This is the proper use of a hero point.
Exactly.
We didn't come here to kill the guy. We came here to hopefully ask him some questions. Can Shep take the penalty to try to make this non-lethal, even if it's a reactive
All right,
strike?
here's my problem with that. Is you did not signify that in the first roll. A hero point is re-rolling the roll.
Oh, okay.
right? So you would be changing the action.
Oh,
Okay, that's my problem with it. I'm going to go ahead and let you do it, though. Because a natural one would have failed that by even 2 more than it normally would have.
Gotcha.
Since if you're doing it with your sword, now if you're just punching him, it wouldn't have had any. Either way, you would have missed the first attack.
Oh, no. Can I make a strike with my weapon?
Yeah, if you use your weapon to
penalty.
do non-lethal damage, you take an additional 2 penalty to the attack. If you use a weapon with the non-lethal trait like a fist, there's no penalty to it.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a sap, but I'm not going to be able to pull it out. I guess now I do have the reason I had to use a sword because I didn't have a free hand previously because it was holding them. But if you just broke it and you're okay with me using unarmed, then I'll use that instead.
Yeah, we'll totally retcon it. I'm totally cool with it. I had a problem with it, but I think it's okay.
Gotcha.
Here's my problem.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
And I don't need to take a penalty here, right?
No penalty. Straight up second attack.
18
It was
on the
meant
die,
to be.
which is a critical hit.
That is a critical hit.
Bonk him on the back of the head. It's not going to be a lot of damage, but...
Might be more than what he has left, though.
A 2 on the die for a total of 5.
5. Now that's doubled, though, right?
Because it is critical.
I did click damage and not critical, so
Yep.
yes, that would
Yep,
be...
10 damage.
10 points of non-lethal damage. He falls. Oh, wait. I got to do it again. Here we go. Boom. He's going to be dead on the map.
Oh.
But in our game life, he is unconscious. He falls to the ground. He slumps to the ground unconscious. However, he does have this acid on him. So when it's his turn, he is going to fall into dying. So we will stay in initiative order to see whether you can, I guess, save his life before he dies from this acid. So I will allow it is Warden's turn. We just talked about persistent damage at the beginning of this app. So we should, right? Like, hopefully it's clear. You can use 2 actions right now to attempt to wipe this acid off and give him an immediate check at DC 10.
I don't know if it's going to help or not. Shep has a water skin and cheap soap in his pack. I don't know if that's going to be our material requirements for getting acid off of someone.
What
but
kind of acid is it?
That's a question for Bo. He's got the fancy bullets, but I don't know if they can aid in giving me any sort of circumstance bonus, but Shep will attempt to do that as best he can.
Well, the problem is you'd have to take that stuff out, which takes
One
time.
action.
1 action to take it out, and then 2 actions to apply it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that'll fall under that auto rid rule.
Okay.
So you wipe the acid off. It stops burning into his body. You've saved
Shep,
his
don't
life.
waste your soap.
Yeah.
After so many
We're gonna
times
need
of
that.
seeing
It's
like,
half sawdust, guys. Don't worry.
just cutting people in half with a sword, to see him then pull out some soap and start scrubbing this guy.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he just got like the guy just ripped himself from his grasp, and he just took a fist and just popped him in the back of the head. And then quick, we got to soap and water this dude before he dies.
This guy's crazy.
He's got this green acid on his face, a sizzling burn. You could see the burn in his through his feathers, and you wipe it off with this soap, and he is unconscious at your feet. Combat is over. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to restrain him. While doing so, I would probably be like, witness, you want to maybe take a look around his shack there?
Of course, but also let's make sure no one else is around so we don't get blindsided again.
Yeah, Vendetta will kind of wrap his vines around to kind of fashion a rope and then pull him into his own place of business.
All right.
So we'll all
I'll drag him in there.
make our way into the place if that's possible.
Yep. You enter the house. It looks actually kind of lovely. He's got a nice leather chair next to he's got a pipe and a bowl there full of tobacco and couple of chests on the wall. There's a nice table with some china on it, a couple of other storage areas, maybe a little kitchen area here.
Do I see anything odd, Jay?
Oh boy,
Look at all this insurance fraud money.
I really got to fill this out in every place that
I know.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very interesting place, so
yeah.
that's on you, buddy.
You find on his little side table by his tobacco bowl a kind of sprocket, mechanical piece, like nothing you've ever seen before. That looks like it would be used in making some kind of machine.
I would not touch it, but I would just kind of point it out to the rest of the party. Hey guys, that looks kind of odd.
Can I
don't know what
cast
it'd be
it?
used for.
Oh, can I cast detect magic?
Detect magic. Let's see. How far does that extend to?
It's a 30-foot emanation, I think.
You do detect magic within 30 feet.
Yes, 30 foot.
30-foot emanation. I believe you do. Let me see how far that goes out to.
I can cast it.
Well, I mean, when you walk around the room, you will eventually. But also, so I'll say yes, there is magic somewhere in this house. Unfortunately, you can't pinpoint it, right? So it's not like, oh yeah, it's in this room or the next room.
Venn diagram it. Walk to one side, see if you get the ping.
Yeah.
Walk to the other side, see if you lose it.
Yeah.
Then you know it's at least in one half.
Yeah, I would say as you go towards the door, there's a door on the far side of this parlor, like over here. As you get up close to the door, you feel it. But over here, away from the door by the table and the living area of this place, the dining area, you wouldn't feel it. So you think that it's coming from beyond this door. What are you up to out in the yard there?
Seeing that everyone else piled in the room and that this guy is now stable, Shep's gonna be outside just to make sure that nothing follows us in or comes in through the gate and corners us in his place of business.
Okay. So you're keeping guard essentially.
Yeah, I mean,
at
he
this
might
door.
go try to inspect the corpse of the creature that immolated him a handful of times, but other than that, he'll just be out here keeping watch.
You give me a nature arcana check, see if you can identify this thing now that's dead.
He will follow his namesake, and I am better at nature. I'm not trained in either of them, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we did the things I got wrong.
Don't worry, natural one.
Aww.
This is definitely a water elemental.
Yes,
guys.
you think it's a water elemental for sure. In disguise.
Mm-hmm.
That's Halloween apparently is coming up when this ep will first be released.
I'll be inviting him to a chair just to give
Let's
it
put
to
him in the
something.
chair.
So if he does even try to get out, it'll be kind of harnessed down to it.
As you invite him in the chair, you do notice he has stuff on him. If you want to double click on him, you can examine his inventory.
I would strip off anything that could be considered a weapon or anything he could use against us.
Yeah, he's got a number of light hammers that could be used for martial use. He's got an artisan's toolkit, a bunch of gold, and an unusual ring, which the Angel of Death would pinpoint as being magical eventually.
Can I investigate this item that I found that looks odd?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a crafting check.
Public?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
19 on the die for
Look
a
at you
27.
go.
Dang,
There you go.
Diana.
The day of Diana.
I'll say you recognize this sprocket. You've actually seen it before. You've seen it in the workings of one of those clockwork-like dogs.
Freaking harpoon-faced doggos.
One of the crossbow-faced dogs.
Ugh. Guys, I think this comes from one of those creepy dogs, mechanical dogs. Do we see any? I mean, we should look around and see if we can find any records to link this guy to the Axes or Grogun. Maybe he's got a list of what buildings that he is supposed to target, just in case we can't get him to confess.
Do I hear anything in the room where the magic is coming from?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's an 11 on the die for 16? Or
With
should that
the
have been blind?
That's fine.
Okay.
With a 16, you hear nothing from the other side door. It sounds very quiet.
I'm going to open the door.
All right. You open the door and you see his workshop in here. There are more, like, I guess, chests, and there's like a little table full of chemicals and stuff. Clearly things to make, working with alchemical reagents. And yeah, somewhere in here, there is magic, you think. I guess there's magic on him too.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I messed that up, but that's cool. Things I got wrong.
I'm going to step in the door and maybe look around a little, see if I notice anything stronger in certain areas.
Yeah, if you spend enough time to look, you'll find a chest here full of kind of goodies. He's got, double click on it, and there are a number of chemical, like potions and stuff. And there is a note in here. There's a bunch of notes, but one note in particular catches your attention.
I'm going to take it all.
All right. It's going to be in your player's journal as well, but you can also read it directly from the actual treasure on the map, or you can read it in the player's journal. It's called Note on Foster Watkins' Desk. Anyone can try to read it if they want.
I will bring it back out to everyone and I'll try to read it. Too soft, not business with nobody there. Burn house with people to make people die. Make them come out, make them cry and give themselves up. Or maybe I burn you. And it's signed G.
Sounds like Grogun.
No.
Sounds like it was written by a Grogun.
Sounds like it was written by one of the dogs, actually.
Charlie.
Yeah. Man of action, not letters.
Well, is that the proof we were looking for?
Yeah, it sounds like they were definitely going to escalate. It says not to burn businesses with nobody there.
What do we want to do with Stork Boy?
Shep's not in there.
We could yell out the door, Shep, what do we want to do with Stork Boy?
Did you find everything you needed? Enough proof?
We found a letter signed G.
I think we should take this unusual ring off of him also.
Yeah, I would have done that.
Okay.
All right. You want me to throw those? You guys want to identify them or just
Yeah, I would have
stash them?
thrown the hammers away, and then the ring I would have thrown. Ghost, take a look.
All right. So I will throw the unusual ring into the chat
Not ghost, excuse me. Angel.
to identify. Again, this takes 10 minutes, and you can use arcana, nature, religion, or occultism to attempt to identify it.
I can do the occultism if you guys want.
Yeah, multiple people can try as you stand around looking, examining this ring. This is funny. Seraphina, or the Angel of Death. You think this is a ring of protection, +1. The witness believes that this is a ring of Torag. A ring of Torag is, and I'll tell you that she got it right. So-
Like, that's so
No.
specific.
Yeah. It is basically, if you wear it, you can use an action to put out persistent fire damage on you.
We know who needs that.
Okay, but did I get a nat 20? That's what I need to know.
No. And then once per day, if you're targeted by our fire effect, you can use a reaction to give you resistance against fire and a bonus to your AC against fire effect targeting you.
I mean, this would be really useful for the warden. He's usually up front, more likely to get hurt with that kind of stuff.
And you look quite crispy.
Shepard turns again. It's like 3rd degree burns after all that healing, or 2nd degree. And he's sitting there like trying to put ointment on everything else.
You now have the ring. You must, I believe you have to, what do you call it? Invest in it in order to have it work.
Whilst they've been tossing the place, can Shep treat his wounds?
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead and roll that medicine check.
Awesome.
You said there were some chests up here as well?
Yeah,
on the
it's
north?
in the other room. It's right.
Oh,
You can see it over here.
Is that the one that the Angel of Death already cleared?
Yeah, she looked into it and found the note, but there's a bunch of alchemical agents in there you could identify. I'll throw those into the chat.
Yep.
We got the first one here. Oops, identified it. I just gave it for free. That's
Wonderful.
alchemist fire, which is essentially a kind of bomb. Here's the next one, next unusual agent that requires a crafting check. Shep, did you heal? Okay.
I did.
You're up to full.
Back up to full. Still
Nice.
crispy, but functional.
Witness, you have no idea what this alchemical reagent is. However, the Angel of Death identifies this as bottled lightning.
What?
Which is a kind of bomb that does electricity damage. Okay, we've got another liquid, alchemical liquid. Here comes that also requires crafting. Oh, almost got it. Witness has no idea what this is. Neither does the Angel of Death.
Shep is trained in crafting. If you need him to take a look,
Yeah,
you just
take a look at
won't
this
know
thing.
that you need him to take a look.
Well, you can bring it out. Whatever. Let's not worry too much about positioning in here. Shep, you have no idea what this is either. And finally, the last one. I'll need one more crafting check. So if you fail to identify it, you can wait 24 hours and identify it again. Okay, we do have a critical natural 20 by the witness.
Yes.
You win. This is Infiltrator's Elixir, used by spies and tricksters. Quite, no wonder why Kira knew
Yes,
this thing. It's like,
I know this.
Infiltrator's Elixir. Essentially, you take on the shape of a humanoid creature of your size, but different enough so you might be unrecognizable. So, essentially A potion that allows you. What's the Harry Potter one, right? The
Polyjuice
Polyjuice
potion.
potion.
Yep. Works 10
Nerds.
minutes.
You can be your cousin now.
Yep. Although you can't be a specific person, so unfortunately she cannot transform into her
I have to
cousin.
be it. Okay. Can I keep this though? Because this is really cool.
I think you have to. So we got the 2 bombs, and we got I'm going to throw the unnamed liquid into the stash, if that's cool. You guys can identify it later.
So what are we going to do with this guy?
Let's drop him off at the authorities along with the note saying he was paid by the G.
I mean, what authorities? Because it really seems like the authorities are kind of corrupt right now.
The town guard?
The town guard.
They won't care.
They're ineffectual.
That or they're already paid off. I mean, they're allowing all the buildings to be burned.
I would say we either leave them for display in Triangle Square for the public, or we drop them
Ooh, I
off
like the
at
way you think.
the bar with the axes. Same way we dropped off the money. We just throw him in there. Let him know.
Do I think with my new contact that he would have a actual reputable police agency to drop somebody off at?
You get the feeling that he's totally acting on his own.
Okay.
In fact, that he reached out to you for help probably would, affirm what they're saying about the town guard.
But he would still have knowledge is what I'm asking.
Oh, about the town guard?
Is there any law in this entire city?
The vigilance.
Yeah. There's
The question
idea
isn't
of
whether
law.
there's law, it's who the law is working for.
Protecting the man.
Right now, the law is corrupt.
Well, we need to make sure that people know that this was about to escalate to murder, to actually burning houses with people inside.
I mean, I like the idea of bringing this guy to the townsfolk with the letter just to reinforce that we are acting in their best interest and that we're trying to help. Otherwise, if we return him to the axes, they're just going to let him loose again and give him a new house.
Are there stockades here?
That's a good question. Sure. I think we can arrange for a stockade.
Could we
if you want.
throw him in a stockade and literally nail the note to the board next to him and let the townsfolk see? Give them we don't need the material proof. Us.
I don't think you need to leave the letter. The letter doesn't implicate him in any way. It just shows that Grogun wants to go further, which would scare the town people. I think we give the town people that reassurance of put this guy out there, label him the arsonist.
I think showing the note as we are turning in this person kind of implies that they were together.
Well,
But
the axes
turning it into
announced
who?
that they were going to do this.
At
Right.
least it's validation that we're not just dragging
Well,
hardworking folk out
I
of their
think-
home and throwing them into stockades.
I also think that we can make use of this letter for Grogun is out of control. I don't think all of the axes are going to be okay with this. I think there are people that we can take this to that might be willing to step in, intercede. I don't think that they're going to take Grogun down, but I think that, somebody's going to need to fill that void or at least kind of smooth that over if we do.
That is a good point, but I just feel like if we turn this guy into the townsfolk and we say, hey, this is the arsonist, right now it's kind of a he said, she said, so what credibility do we have that he's the arsonist? We don't
can
have
bring
any
his
proof.
other tools. I mean, his illegal chemical accelerants we can leave around him.
Would the commoner know that that's what those compounds are?
I don't know.
To your point though, if we post the letter, don't the axes also see that and hear that? So isn't that serving a dual purpose?
Are you calling on action from the axes themselves, hoping that they're splintered and divided on this? Or
I mean,
we know
yes.
that the townsfolk, they were afraid of the call to action that we had day before, sorry. The recent call to action. I don't know if this changes anything, but at least putting a face to their problem, I think it's better than nothing.
How many people I know that Utia was at Kira's house. How many people have and she was at Boss Hatchet's as well, right? Do we have a sense that she is one of those people that might be on the fence and might be swayed by the knowledge that they were about to get orders like this?
But at the bar, literally Grogun tells all of them, we are burning these every day. We've hired a guy. Bringing this guy in doesn't do anything in that situation. Like, everyone in the Axe organization knew this.
But they're escalating.
But not this level with this letter.
Yeah, the letter says this isn't enough. Start burning houses with people in them.
It does show them at the very least that resistance is possible against Grogun if they are on the fence and unwilling to step up previously.
Sorry, I should be clear. With this dude, letter, sure, but this dude doesn't give us any leverage. I guess my vote would be bring him back to the lair and try to get information out of him. If we can get to Grogun, then we find where we can actually do some real, like, good.
I don't disagree with that. I just thought by us bringing this man back and just proving that we caught him, it kind of gives us a vote for vigilante good. Like, we're not just murder hobos, like, acting out.
Yeah.
We are trying to act in the best interest, and we're helping them.
I think giving the public the culprit, like, in a helpless position, that conveys to them that we have been working on the problem, and, like, they have a way to, I don't know, like, I don't want to say, like, direct their anger, because I don't want them to do anything to them, but maybe to at least feel some relief of this problem has been taken care of.
And not to turn us in, because we're helping them.
Ignored.
Well, and also, we were at the first fire, but they have not seen us at the second and third fire.
Mhm.
So people might be starting to wonder, what good are these people? They're not helping us. They're not there to put out the fires. They're not doing anything.
Ask the questions here. Don't think anyone with a building on fire will
I
be
do
coming
not
here.
want to take this dude to the lair. Like,
Agreed.
that's a liability waiting to happen.
I do believe you said something about something where you eat.
Yes, that's true.
Let's keep them out of our home.
But if he gets back out, he's just going to start more fires.
Put him in the stockade. Let the people sort him out.
Yes.
And he'll
We
be
are
out
not
in 10
judge, jury,
seconds.
and executioner, but
Is he going to, though?
Who's going to let him out?
He's working
The
for...
Axes
Are the
literally
Axes
patrolling the entire town?
Are the Axes going to come out and set free the arsonist right in front of everybody?
Yeah, they literally put out flyers saying what they were doing. Like, this is not a minor step for them.
give the people a chance. We know where he lives. We know his place of business. Sure, he could flee somewhere else and pick up his work again, but
I also get the sense he's not really committed to violence either. He was just being hired. So there's a good chance that this all is going to freak him out and he's going to dodge town. He's not
Where's he gonna-
sympathetic.
Yeah, like, what
We
is he
could just
going to
ask
do
him.
now afterwards if they do free him and just let him go? Is he going to stroll up to a building and just wave at the people as they go by of like, don't mind me. Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything.
Public
What?
shame
Arson?
and ridicule is
No.
powerful.
He's outed. He's seen for what he is.
drag him to the stockades and ask the questions there. There are onlookers. They can hear the same answers we hear. And if the Axes come to let him out, we make a
Then they'll
stand
notice that too.
or flee.
Whoever lets him out, the public is going to see those people that are letting him out.
This guy is not an ideologue. I mean, he's doing this because it's his job. He has no loyalty to Grogun.
Can I see if he's covered in any like sort of scars or burn marks or anything like that? A bomb maker might be missing a finger or two. It's a pretty telltale sign. Like, how long has this guy been doing it, other than what the party found in his workshop?
Well, Kira has heard of him, so he's been active. One would assume years, you know. But yeah, you examine him, and he's not missing fingers per se, but he does have scars that are commensurate with having an alchemical lab in his workshop for sure. You don't know if it's for making bombs or just the usual mixing the alchemical reagents. But Kira does know that he's been active for a while.
There's no great, I think with any kind of situation like this, it morally feels like it crosses a line. We'd love this to be cut and dry. And I hate saying for the greater good, because that implies that we're doing bad things, but it'll be for the greater good. But
It'll be for the greater good if we do what?
take him and parade him in front of the people.
Okay.
I'm just saying there's no great answer. I don't feel good about just killing him here.
No, I'm not saying we kill anyone. I'm just want us to be on point with what we're doing. This is the quintessential, like, oh, I'm going to put him in Arkham, and he gets out
For
3 minutes
sure.
later kind of thing.
But what other
But it's
choice
still
do we
what you
have?
gotta-
We can't keep him a prisoner and babysit him forever.
It's
So
all
it's
about
either-
optics too. Even if he does
Indeed.
get away right away, we've still shown them that we did something and we took care of this arsonist.
It only takes one of the common folk to spread the word that they saw us bring him there and overhear the conversations. Let them sell the story amongst themselves. But again, unless we are prescribing to be judge, jury, and executioner here and now, we do have to draw a line at some point. I think we need to realize that these buildings that are being burned, they're not ours. It's theirs. Let them have their own justice.
Where unless we're willing to go to another line that I think none of us really are, then the guy's going to live. You can give it to the people and try and get a positive out of that. You can give it back to the axes and try and get a negative of like, throw what you want at us, we'll defeat you. Or you just let them sneak out in the night.
The people of this ward deserve a win. They lost another building tonight, another livelihood. Show them that they're not alone.
Now, in the meantime, though, we do have him here,
Question.
restrained. He might be able to tell us some stuff.
Yeah, he's you do notice that he's beginning by the time you've searched his place, healed your wounds and had this conversation, you notice that he is starting to come to his senses.
Oh.
Quick, somebody slap him.
What?
We gave him a non-consensual spa day.
What's going
Where do we
on
have him? Oh, he's
here?
over there.
Well,
I
acid
constrain the
fume.
vines.
Oh, God.
We'll be asking the questions here.
Start talking, Birdman.
Yes.
You're them new vigilant. You're the new vigilantes. They're talking about trying to get out with the fires.
Yep. Hey, Foster, how's it going?
Oh.
You're the old arsonist that likes to set things on fire for money.
Yeah, guilty there. Yeah. Sure.
Cool. So, there's kind of only a couple of ways that this can go. You can tell us who hired you and how.
Grogun hired me. Grogun did it. Grogun hired
Well,
me.
that was quick.
That's great. Now, how did they go about that? Like, how did they tell you what buildings to burn, or did you just decide?
He said make the buildings hurt the people, but I didn't want to hurt nobody, so I set the smithy on fire. He'd been talking about getting out of business for a while. Anyways, you could use the insurance, but the other ones, they were, yeah. But I just got a note from Grogun. He said, get your guy to let go a little bit of me, all right? I'm not going nowhere.
Is this guy
What did you
related
burn
to
down
Frenzy?
tonight?
It was a music shop, all right? No one ever went there. Know how it was filling violins. Nobody plays.
With you out, commission here, and you are out of commission, who else might they turn to?
I don't know. Grogun wanted me to kill people. I couldn't do it. He was saying I should burn down a tenement, but I'm not going to burn down a tenement. So yeah, I was afraid he was going to get me. I'm actually kind of glad to can see you guys, believe it or not. You got to get. He's going to do something worse. I'm sure of it. He's crazy.
How does he make contact with you?
He sends a guy, and then he came here himself once.
Sounds like you're looking to move, Foster.
Yeah, you let me go. Let me keep my little savings, and you will never see me no more.
Until he burns the Jacobson's new place.
Oh.
I'm heading up to Fallen Timber.
No.
Well, good news, Foster. We're not going to kill you.
Oh, that's good. But I figured all this talk, you probably weren't.
Bad news is we're going to give you another concussion and knock you out and
No,
take you somewhere
no,
else.
oh, God.
Bye.
You're gonna whack
And then,
him again?
yeah,
All right.
nightclub.
Yeah,
Wonk.
Shep's got a sack from the axes.
Now what? What are you gonna do with him?
I think we're taking him to Triangle Square.
How do you put a bird in the stockade, though?
Yeah,
he's
actually-
a Tengu. It's a humanoid. Yeah, he's got hands.
Vendetta Verde, are you able to walk him through the streets with your vine?
Like a marionette? That
No.
seems very weird.
But just so
Frog
people
marching.
can see who he is, or carry him.
Nobody is out right now. It's past midnight.
Yeah, but the house is burning. Don't you think people will be out and about that area?
Maybe, but I don't necessarily want to be caught there right now either.
So we're just going to leave the body in the note?
I mean, not the body, the person who's still alive.
Sorry.
Don't treat him like
Have
an
it.
object.
And I think we find a good pole, log, stake, whatever you want to call it. We let him stand where the Jacobsons was, tied to that, with the note and with the sign that says arsonist. Let them in the morning see.
I lift him, chair and all, just onto my shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. And you guys march through the streets of Hammer City.
I
Yeah.
collect my grappling hook from the wall.
Okay, yeah. You grab all your stuff. I'm not going to be too pedantic about the little things like that.
Scour all the lootables.
Get all the lootables. Take it off Fosker now, because when this scene closes, you will not have a second chance. So whatever you leave on him, you're giving him, essentially.
I would say strip him.
Yeah, we've already established he's been stripped.
all the
Okay,
way
move
down
it to
his
the
long
party.
But we have to
gloves.
physically
Yeah, I can do
as
it.
well.
I can do it
grab it off
quick.
him. I think you're going to destroy the hammer, so you can leave those on him.
Party. Yeah.
Artisan's
Don't give it to
toolkit.
Shep. He just gives it away. Are we taking his leather apron?
Take it all.
Take it all.
Wears nothing.
And then
he's naked?
you guys will march him quietly through the streets, probably
Mhm.
stealthily slipping through the darkness. Most of whatever attention is that night is focused on the burning building on the other side of town. And you erect this pole in the middle of Triangle Square and fasten Watkins to it with the note from Grogun. Are you guys leaving a note?
Maybe we write out a note that is readable
Yeah.
for people. They don't need the for reals Grogan one, whereas somebody like a Lucia would be able to know, oh, that's his writing.
Utia?
That's what I said.
Oh.
Like, Lucia, should we know
Like,
that?
who's Lucia?
It's Utia. Like,
can we
there's
also
clearly no
carve-
recording of me messing it up. So
Can we also carve our cool little logo in the sand?
sure,
Or on the ground?
go for
Or
it.
on the pole.
Whatever
Yeah.
makes it most fun for you.
Carve the 7 in there.
With the heart around it.
Shepard would collect one of the signal whistles from you guys.
Here you go.
And before we leave, or if all of you guys leave, he would blast that signal whistle to try to draw some eyes and ears towards the square.
Yeah.
Well, it must be. I mean, by the time all of this happened, it's probably like a really
I-
early.
1
I
a.m.
love
we
the
can take as
imagery
long as we want
of
getting him
the
there.
coming out in the morning for
Well, these guys work in
Start the day.
factories and
True,
stuff.
true.
And
They're
there
getting
he
up
is.
early.
Yeah,
Okay.
right
Good
before dawn
morning.
or when people break their fast. Yeah, he'd rip a hard bellow through that whistle just to draw some attention.
Okay.
And then there's a note basically labeling him the arsonist.
Mm-hmm.
And Shepard would take the one torch that he has and then leave it just out of reach at his feet or near his feet as he leaves.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys make your way away from this square, after this whistle, you hear first a murmur and then a loud angry crowd roar as the people of the 7th Ward discover the arsonist, and then a single shriek from Foster Watkins that's throttled out, and we'll end our session there.
We move through the blocks when the sun drops low. Black mask, steel hearts, that's how we roll. Every corner got a devil trying to claim his space, but we break those axes, keep them off our base. Third person view, but we living it real. Street prophets with a purpose make the wicked ones kneel. Fire breathing demons try to torch our hood. We stand as the barrier between evil and good. Community first, the code we live by. War protect us to the day that we die. No capes on our backs, but we heroes just the same. Fighting in the alleys where nobody knows our name.
Be the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine.
Vigilante justice in the dead of night. breaking demon weapons by the street light. Every soul we save is worth the risk we take. Heavy is the burden for the people's sake. They don't see us coming, but they feel the change. Mysterious guardians keeping safe their range. From the projects to the avenue, we make our rounds. Silent as the wind, deadly as the sounds of axes hitting pavement when we break their grip. Demons lose their power when we make them slip. War defenders, that's what we claim to be. Fighting for the innocent, keeping our city free.
We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars.